So I saw this post today and I thought it was really interesting. It says, what is one mistake you did that really taught you a lesson and you will never do that mistake again in life? Now, when it comes to series of things that I would consider wrong and mistakes, there are quite a few. They are more like lessons. Now, would I ever go back in my past to change anything? I wouldn't, because that will change the way life was supposed to end up. That would erase all the people I know now and where I am right now in life. So I wouldn't go back in time. But there's one thing I wish I did correctly. So about 12, 15 years ago, I can't remember exactly, it was the period with the Bitcoin. And I wanted to invest about $2,000 into Bitcoin. That was when Bitcoin was nothing. But for some strange reason, I got scared, not knowing exactly how it would go. So I didn't invest. If I invested back then, I would have been a millionaire in dollars right now. But again, everything happens for a reason. It's unfortunate. It's my pockets that I had to learn the hard way. But these are the things I have learned in my 39 years of age. So, at number one, I am going to say boundaries. Setting boundaries is life saving. Now, I'm sure I'm going to lose count at a point, but listen, back in my 20s, the word boundary wasn't used so frequently. We still had to learn a lot of things and we had to figure things out the hard way. Now you hear boundaries left, right, and center, but it is crucial for your existence. Boundaries helps you set yourself away from people, businesses, friends, relationships that do not serve your higher purpose. And when it comes to not setting boundaries, I, for example, stayed in relationships and in places that were not beneficial to my life, places that was killing me emotionally. And I stayed around friends and I cried over friends that would just walk up one day with no fights, no nothing, and just leave. I didn't understand those kind of things. But now, in my 30s, I have learned to create very, very clear boundaries. The only time I would give you a chance is maybe once. More than that, keep it pushing. Because, like I always say, the kind of people I deal with are old enough to know better. If you choose, it becomes a choice when you deliberately try to affect someone's well being, and it will not be mine. You will not use my life to practice. So, no. Relationships, friendships, family, whatever doesn't serve you right. Now, one that a lot of people don't want to admit, but you need to set boundaries with this, is family. Family is supposed to be there to guide and protect you. Family is supposed to help you, push you in the right direction, and support you even when you're down or not. Family is supposed to be all that. But growing up, I have realized that sometimes family is not who you're born in by blood, but those people you pick along the way that become your true people. People that have loyalty to you. That's what family is. A lot of family members will go into dark places, do very evil things to you, and expect you to still be there standing. And then they will find a way to twist reality and make people feel like, hold on, you might be the bad guy because you refuse to help. But you forget, me personally, once I choose to close the door, it don't matter who you are. Once I've chosen to close that door, that means you have affected my life in a way that there's no coming back from. I put my foot down and there's nothing. If the sun wants, let it fall down. You cannot convince me otherwise. Family are those people who protect you, protect your integrity, protect your well-being, protect your state of mind, push you even when you're down, pull you up when it needs. That's what family is. It's not by blood. I had to learn that one the hard way. 3, in life, they will tell you, oh, listen, you live once, yada, yada, yada. One of the biggest mistakes I made in my life is not understanding what investing is, not understanding what to do with money. And in that way, I wasted a lot of money on very stupid materialistic things that end up sitting in your cupboard. See, do not wait till you're in your 30s to learn what it is to invest, right? I'm not saying go put your money in risky investments. No. In every bank in Nigeria right now, there's such a thing as money market. I'm going to break it down further. Just Google it and read on it so that you have your own understanding of it. Every bank, I think almost every bank, has what they call money market, and they also have the equity section. Now, once you put your money in money market, you get a certain percentage at the end of the year, but you see that percentage add up every single day, every other day, Now, equity would get you more funds in the long run, but it's a little bit more risky because you're investing in different companies directly. So if the company goes down, your money also goes down. So me, I like to just put small there just because, but money market, it is important. You might think that life is short and all that, but guess what? Life can be very rough and can be very long. So if you do not make the right choices, even if it's 50K, 100K, 20K, it doesn't matter. That money would grow. You would see the benefits at the end of the day or year. Invest in your future. Material things will come and go. Invest correctly. I think this is number 4. You see, I've lost count already. Now, with that being said, as you're also investing, remember also to have fun. When I say fun, I don't mean go do something extremely lavish that you end up broke. No. Whatever income you have to find a good way to balance it out, to divide it in different portions. Okay, this is for the month, this is for investments, this is for relaxation, but you must relax, because it has happened also in life that a lot of people will spend time investing or saving and never get to enjoy life, and life happens to them. So no. 5, be very, very mindful of the words that come out of your mouth. Words and thoughts become energy. If you speak out ill, if you worry too much always, if you speak negatively about your body, about yourself, about your state of mind, about the position you're in today, you would attract even more negativity to yourself. Do not play with yourself. Everything, even if you feel you're wah, doesn't matter. Stand in front of the mirror and tell yourself you're the most gorgeous thing God ever created on this earth. And I promise you, there's a certain way you start seeing yourself that you cannot, it's priceless. So please speak positively to yourself, and what you type matters a lot also, because you're putting that energy out there. You think you're affecting someone, but you're actually affecting your own self, because you've created that energy for yourself. Now, one of the most important things on that my list is, do not let anyone fool you. There is a God. You cannot move through life without God. I know we cannot physically see him, but I promise you, when you have learned to build a strong bond and a strong relationship with him, you would feel like you are as well touching him. He is present there, and there's so much gifts you're yet to tap into, but because you're following a certain kind of way, or you listen to certain pastors or certain things, they do not allow you tap into your full glory. This earth is full of magic. I promise you this. You think your job is just to wake up, go to office, come back. There is more to life than meets the eye. And I promise you, the day you tap into that, you will see the grace of God play out in your life. And you cannot unsee it once you see it. Okay, so God number 1. Do not stay in any relationship that does not serve your higher purpose. I don't care how much you love a person. And this idea that, oh my God, I love him so much, you will fall in love multiple times in your life. I promise you this. Do not stay with someone who doesn't appreciate you and respect you and show you your true value. Whoever you decide to settle with, man, woman, men or women, your partner is supposed to push you and elevate you and make you become a better version of your actual self. Do not stay where you're not wanted longer than you have to. Even if you have kids, if you're in an abusive situation or whatever the case might be, carry your kaya and be going. Because I promise you, it will be worse. There is love out there. Do not let the world fool you about that. As women and as men also, do not ever let anyone convince you not to work in this life. Having your own money helps so much, because sometimes you're going to find yourself in situations when you want to tell a person to F off, but you can't do it because you're financially reliant on them. And always remember, even if you're married, make sure you have a job, make sure you have your own income, because life happens and you never know how long your partner will be alive, and you don't want situations like that. You want to be prepared for life. So please always work. Okay, last one from now. I might have to do a part 2 later. Do not invest your money in material things that hold no value. There is nothing wrong with Zara and Primark. Nothing wrong with that. All you need is a good fashion. Do not put yourself in a financial situation that would affect your life negatively. Invest in what you can afford. Leave that fake life thing. It won't help you down the line. Okay? See you.